Good evening. Thank you for joining us. In the news this evening, man hangs himself after chopping policewoman to death in Barbados. GTT connects with Cancer Foundation for massive awareness. We'll take a look at regional news, world news, and the weather.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
I am Morgana Bethune, sitting in for George Gonzalez this evening. Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. A murder-suicide has rocked the number 30 village of West Coast Barbados today. Clayton Anthony, a.k.a. Woody, was found hanging a short time after he allegedly chopped woman Sergeant Kenesha Sheriff Fraser, 39. She was found in a bedroom in the upper flat of her two-storied home with multiple chop wounds about her body. A blood-stained cutlass suspected to be the murder weapon was recovered at the scene. Subsequently, Anthony, 42, a pork knocker who occupies the bottom flat of the said house, was found hanging from a tree at the number 30 village seashore. The Guyana police force mourned the death of woman Sergeant Kenesha Sheriff Fraser. Coming up after the break, GTT in major breast cancer awareness.
Don't miss the GTT Pinktober 5K 10K walk run. Join the cause to raise awareness and celebrate the lives of all cancer warriors. Register for $2,000. Get a limited edition t-shirt, 300 megs of data, a ticket to see Chronix or Travis Green or your favorite dancehall act, group fitness training at the National Park, and $500 goes directly to the Guyana Cancer Foundation. Together, we can make a difference. Do more with GTT, Guyana's #1 network.
It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon. It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon.
At GTT, Pinktober is the month we celebrate the lives of those we love. Pinktober is a time we raise breast cancer awareness. And Pinktober is the moment we all come together to make a difference. During Pinktober, your $2,000 purchase at GTT gives you data, a ticket to see Chronix, Travis Green, or your favorite dancehall act, and $500 goes directly to the Guyana Cancer Foundation. Together, we can make a difference. Do more with GTT, Guyana's #1 network.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service.
Welcome back. 2 Region 7 communities will see infrastructure works take off shortly. This is the commitment made to residents by a minister within the Ministry of Natural Resources, Simona Brooms. Here is more from Esther Sobers.
Minister within the Ministry of Natural Resources, Simona Brooms and team visited Peruni Itabali area, which was scheduled for various infrastructural improvement works. The contract for these works was awarded to the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission and JR Construction for $49 million. Ryan Singh noted that the works in the area will commence Saturday, October 7th.
Basically, it's just remedial works, not full construction, just repair works to the bridges and some revetment works along the erosion of the road. Our expectation of completing this job is approximately 3 to 4 weeks.
Infrastructure works on another section of the Peruni Trail was started about 3 weeks ago by the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission along with McDacy Mining Company. During Minister Broom's visit to the various sites, she noted that she'll be speaking to Minister Raphael Trotman and the relevant agencies to have works completed at the soonest time possible.
The condition and the cries of miners with the roads and bridges is something that has been going on a while. A contract is signed, and I think from government standpoint, we would want to know exactly what is happening there, if we are responding to their concerns, and also how quickly and what else can we do to ensure that the miners are relieved of the situation that they are faced with.
Itabali Landing is known as one of the gateways to the interior. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thank you, Esther. The Guyana Telephone and Telegraph Company, GTT, is living up to its motto, Do More. In keeping with this motto, they have joined forces with the Guyana Cancer Foundation, and they are making the month of October Pink October in honor of breast cancer warriors. Here is Wendell Jeffrey with the details.
Wow, you know what? I'm extremely excited. I tell people I'm usually a very happy and excited person, but I'm extra excited because it's Pinktober. Not October, it is Pinktober.
That is Samantha Gooden, the newly appointed marketing representative for GT&T. She said that through a close friend of hers, she has had her own personal and emotional brush with the disease, and so she understands the effects of cancer.
You are the reason that we created Pinktober. My own heart gets very soft when I start talking about this. You notice that my hair is pretty low. About a year ago, I decided that I was going to shave my head in support of one of my best friends who had stage 4 cancer. I saw firsthand the depression that very often you feel as a warrior. Not just you, but your family feels. And GTT, our family at GTT, many of our members have either experienced cancer themselves or members of their family are experiencing it. So, you know, Pinktober for us is not just about products, it's not just about the war, it's about you.
GT&T, in possibly their largest giveaway ever, is now in a drive to bring awareness and raise funds to combat the scourge of breast cancer. With every purchase of $2,000 of credit from the company, $500 goes to cancer prevention. You, the customer, also benefit.
The Pinktober special costs $2,000. Guess what? $500 out of that gift goes directly to the Guyana Cancer Foundation. You will also get the opportunity, guess what, to use 300 megs of data. We're going to be giving you 300 megs of data. Thank you so much.
The $2,000 in purchase also buys you free passage into one of the 3 headliner concert events.
You are entitled to one ticket, either to the Night of the Stars, which is a fantastic dancehall show which is happening on October 28th. Or if you want to come and worship the Lord, you can do that with the #1 gospel artist in the world, Travis Green, as well as Saiku, our brand ambassador, and many other great gospel artists are also going to be there. But perhaps it's not the dancehall and it's not the gospel you want. Perhaps you absolutely love reggae. The #1 reggae artist in the world is coming here to Guyana, and that is going to be on November 18. Our brand new inaugural 5K, 10K walk run, in addition to the Crusade Walk, in association with the Guyana Cancer Foundation. That's October 21.
Ms. Gooden said that she is very pleased to partner with the Guyana Cancer Foundation.
The Guyana Cancer Foundation is a non-profit here in Guyana that's been doing fantastic work over the years. I have to say it is one of the most seamless partnerships that I've ever been involved in, and GTT is very happy to be doing this. We are going to be extending with the Guyana Cancer Foundation opportunities for sonograms and for mammograms, right? So the mammogram and sonograms that are available are going to be extended to women and those who may not be able to afford it by themselves.
The marketing rep said that every Friday in October is Pink Friday, with GT&T stores giving out specials on those days. She also said that there will even be a No Bra Day, which is yet to be announced.
Like our No Bra Day, which is coming up. Yes, it's a day that helps women understand a little more about their bodies. Let me just say that.
The theme for Breast Cancer Month this year is Together We Can Make a Difference. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thank you, Wendell. Residents of Region 10 are said to be experiencing the good life following a recent visit from senior government official. Esther Sobers reports.
Minister with responsibilities for housing Valerie Patterson-Yearwood led a team from the Central Housing and Planning Authority on an outreach to Aichuni and Kokwani, two communities in Region 10, where they addressed various issues in the community.
Among the issues raised was the issue of titles, the issue of house lots that people here need and are waiting for some time. And I did promise that as soon as we can come, as soon as I can come back to Aichuni, I'm going to. Now, you would know that we have the entire country to look after. And during the time from then to now, my team was doing a lot of work on the ground.
Persons from Region 10 were given the opportunity to apply and have their house lots on spot at the meetings.
You're really lucky because you could apply today and get a house lot today. I tell you, housing really love you. Or is the minister love you? Which one? You think it's the minister? All right. And the other thing, you're getting the house lot at a price where no house lot in CHMP is sold for. And that's $59,400.
Minister Patterson noted that the House Lot Initiative is part of the government's overall plan for the good life for all citizens. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Still ahead, we have our regional news, world news, and the weather.
Ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Don't miss the GTT Pinktober 5K 10K walk run. Join the cause to raise awareness and celebrate the lives of all cancer warriors. Register for $2,000. Get a limited edition t-shirt, 300 megs of data, a ticket to see Chronics or Travis Green or your favorite dancehall act, group fitness training at the National Park, and $500 goes directly to the Guyana Cancer Foundation. Together, we can make a difference. Do more with GTT, Guyana's #1 network.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon. It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any t-shirt, top, polo shirt, dress, pantsuit, or skirt suit and get the second one at 50% off. Same goes for shoes, handbags, and lingerie at half price. Hurry, because John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon.
Welcome back, and now for the news from the region. Barbados Minister of Finance has responded to 3 of the key concerns outlined by Standard and Poor's as they issue the most recent downgrade. More from Nation News.
Finance Minister Chris Sinclair says the Barbados economy will continue to grow despite the most recent downgrade by Standard and Poor's. Last week, the rating agency lowered the island's long-term local currency sovereign credit rating from CCC Plus to CCC while maintaining other ratings. Mr. Sinclair was speaking to the media on Monday on the sidelines of the St. Michael Battle of the West primary school quiz competition at the St. Leonard's Boys' School. He explained that the downgrade was based on 3 key things: the rollover risk associated with domestic debt, the upcoming election and whether the planned fiscal program will be implemented, and the potential for a debt restructuring exercise. He addressed each of the concerns.
The issue is really not the downgrade, because the downgrades, the ratings agency will issue their opinion. The question is, are the things that they have identified as concerns to them, are they legitimate and true and insurmountable, or are they surmountable concerns? So let's take them one by one. The issue of the debt rollover. As I said, 50%, just under 50% of the debt domestically of the government of Barbados is held by the NIS and by the Central Bank of Barbados. The rest is held by other commercial institutions. So the question is, since we know the NIS and the Central Bank will roll over their debt because they are government institutions, so it's government lending to itself. The question is, are the other financial institutions prepared to roll over the debt? Now, you would have to ask the banks that, if they're going to roll over the debt. Barbados meets all of its debt commitments on time and in full. Our mantra, something that I came up from the Ministry of Finance, is debt first and salaries, critical programs, national security, health, education, and so forth, and then any number can play. So we do all of those things, and we meet our commitments. Now, whether or not the banks, who have made tremendous amounts of money, profit in Barbados, and done exceedingly well, and of course, as you know, the majority of them are actually extra-regional institutions, foreign banks as we would call them. It's only the only indigenous banking institution would be, the 2 ones would be Republic Bank and First Citizens. All of the others of the major banks are foreign banks, Canadian-owned banks in particular. And then you have the other financial institutions, the smaller ones, the insurance companies, the credit unions, and so forth and so on, which are predominantly domestic institutions. So the question is whether or not those institutions will stand with the people of Barbados and the government of Barbados and roll over their debt, knowing that their debt commitments, the servicing of them, will be met, or whether they will not. My quiet and fervent belief is that they will. The second issue is the one pertaining to the elections. Now, you know, some people expected this year that I would come with an election budget, because the election is within a year's time, at that time, that we would have a lot of giveaways and, you know, the gravy train will be in full flow. And I came with a budget that many people criticize. A budget which sought to cut, or which is seeking to cut the deficit to as close to a balanced budget as possible in terms of its, the current fiscal program. And we've had marches. We've had all kinds of abusive statements being issued. We've had all types of things being said. But nobody can say that we did not put forward measures to address the situation, because that is exactly what we have done. Now, the success of those measures rely on the people who are implementing them and the people of Barbados who have to endure them. And how we respond to it will be determined by those actions. So far, we've seen some progress. We feel reasonably comfortable. There are one or two areas that are concerned to us, but generally we believe that we're moving in the right direction where that is concerned. Remember, we had a deficit that was as high as just under 12%. We brought it down to 8. We moved it from 8 to 5. We want to go from 5 as close to balance as possible. Not just because we want to have a statistical measure that says that we've balanced the budget, but because we know financing-wise, and since we know the banks are in charge of financing predominantly for government, or a large part of it, there is the possibility that a bank may not come in. So we have to be in a position to have the financing to be able to service our commitments when they come due. And then, so the election is not an issue. It's certainly not for us in the Ministry of Finance. That's for other people to worry about. Our job is to ensure that we put the correct policies in place that will protect the Barbados dollar, ensure that the fiscal deficit comes down, and that government is in a position to finance its social and economic programs. The final issue is the issue of debt restructuring. As we have said, and we said it to S&P very clearly, Barbados is not doing a debt restructuring. And that's not what we're doing. And we don't contemplate doing it, certainly not in the traditional way that people understand it to be. We've said in the budget that since Central Bank and NIS are two major holders of government paper, and they're internal to government because they're government institutions, we will have a conversation with them about the possibility of looking at putting a liabilities management exercise in place that will be voluntary. When we say liabilities management, you have your liabilities, you know when they come due, you know how much money you have to spend, and you look at how such can be managed and handled in a way to ease the pressure off of government's fiscal budget and the country generally. And that exercise will be a voluntary exercise. In other words, we're not commanding anybody to participate. This is not for you to say you have to accept this, and the government is going to, as has happened in other countries, we're going to cut your interest rates and cause you to lose money on the debt that you hold for the government, regardless of whether you want it or not. It has to be a voluntary exercise where all the parties sit down and agree that going forward, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to handle the market when we come up with future issues in the auction. If the interest rate is 3.5%, can we get that down to 2.5%? Which saves the government a percentage point on the amount that it has to pay to service the debt going forward. So those are the exercises that we are going to do. Of course, once you do those things, ratings agencies, by their very nature, get a little anxious. And they say, well, you know, government might possibly do a restructuring exercise and cut the lender's profit margin in terms of the interest rate margin on the coupon. And therefore, we feel that it is our job to adjust the rating downwards so that we alert people in the market that it is likelihood that you may, if you lend to the government of Barbados, that this is what you may face. So that's what they do, you know, and we have to live with them. I didn't take Barbados into a ratings agency. In 1991, 93, there were no ratings agencies around here, so there was nothing to downgrade. So there was nothing for people to get excited every 6 months about. This is not a management tool or exercise ratings management tool for governments in terms of fiscal programming. When we do programs, we look IMF, we look CDB, we look IDB, we look at other agencies and so forth and so on. We don't look at ratings agencies. Ratings do not determine economic policy.
Internationally, South and North Korea celebrate Harvest Festival.
Traditionally a time for family reunions, for these aging Koreans, this is as close as they will get to one. It's a ceremony near the DMZ border between the two Koreas. People like Hwang Young-hup, who attends every year and who was separated from his family in the north during the Korean War more than 60 years ago. He's on a waiting list for an official reunion, but the current tensions have put the program on hold.
If both sides can compromise, hopefully my chance will come.
The two Koreas may share the same holiday, but seem as far apart as ever. While North Koreans celebrate Chuseok in a similar way to people in the South, it's only a one-day holiday in North Korea, and while millions of South Koreans are traveling to see family and friends, travel restrictions and a lack of transport in the north means that most people there have to stay put. Translated as Harvest Festival, Chuseok is a time of thanksgiving, with special cakes made from the rice just harvested. At one of the many festivals, an art group of North Korean defectors perform in front of their South Korean audience. Some of the most popular songs date back to before the war, when there was only one Korea.
By celebrating our culture through art, we can show how South Korea and North Korea are one nation.
But as the families waiting for reunion can attest, the political divisions remain as wide as ever.
We urge North Korea once again to join us on the path of reconciliation, to help reunite families who don't have much time left.
Not knowing how many more Chuseok festivals they will see without seeing long-lost families. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera at Imjingak on the North-South Korean border.
And now for the weather forecast. And that is Channel 2 News for this evening. I am Morgana Bethune. On behalf of the news and technical team, do have a wonderful evening.